Today we'll meet a pastor who talks the talk and walks the walk, literally. Reverend Faulkner is the pastor of the New Horizon Church in Harlem. A retired NFL player, Reverend Faulkner has dedicated his life to nurturing the body and soul of his parishioners. He literally pulled himself back from the brinks of obesity, hypertension, and diabetes by making drastic changes in his lifestyle.
Dr. Ola, as you know, food and health are inextricably bound together. I know through my own personal journey that we are what we eat. I found that, 5 years ago, I was 85 pounds overweight. I had to begin to make a personal lifestyle change, and it was because I went to the doctor and he told me that I was pre-diabetic. Once I discovered that, I had to make a personal choice about the lifestyle I wanted to live. The first thing I did was change the way I eat. I began eating healthier. I began getting on a specific diet that would help me to reduce calories. But then I began exercising more intensively. And through my exercise, I was able to reduce my weight even more. And so now I began to see results. And once I began to see results, it was on. And since that time, Dr. Ola, I've actually run 4 marathons in the past 5 years. The congregation actually began looking at me, watching me and my family, to actually seeing me lose the weight right in front of them. And even without preaching messages on it, they began to form running groups and began to make those changes. I was able to bring in some other doctors to come into the congregation to speak to those who wanted to listen about health and nutrition. And it was amazing the kinds of transformation that took place in my congregation just as a result of my changes in lifestyle.
Why is it that even up till now you still go to many churches, many church events, dinners, and you find very unhealthful foods on the menu? What is going on with that?
Well, a lot of people haven't gotten the messages, and especially the shepherds. The spiritual leaders, the pastor. We know that the body is the temple of the Lord, and many of our shepherds have not been taking good care of their own personal temple. And so if we are living that kind of lifestyle or not living that kind of lifestyle, we cannot impact the lives of our parishioners or the community that God has called us to change effectively. The Institute for Leadership was awarded a grant from the New York State Health Foundation to impact people where they live, work, or worship, and we had the area of worship. And we went into congregations, multiple faiths, different congregations throughout New York State, and trained community health workers and released them back into their congregations and their communities to implement a 6-week program that was aimed at helping people know their numbers, reduce their numbers, and manage their numbers.
Reverend, thank you so much for taking the time to be here. We appreciate your being a great shepherd to your parishioners. Your message is clear, it's concise, and I think this is what we need. This is the information we need to share with our community of pastors, that they can actually make these changes just by improving their own lifestyle. Thank you, Reverend. I appreciate your time.
You're welcome.